time. And if this is your first time tuning in, you are in for an amazing show. We have an amazing guest that's here today. This show, we give all of the exposure to what's going on in Houston. If you are a business owner, if you're an entrepreneur, if you have an organization, if you have a nonprofit organization, as well as if you're in indie entertainment industry, or if you have an event coming up, we love to bring exposure to these things that are happening right here in our city. And I have the pleasure of speaking with a phenomenal woman who this is not only her first time on Meet Houston, but she has been in the studio with myself on the Morning Tea radio show right here on GMT Radio. And so I'm just super excited to speak to her about all the things that she has done in the past and what she has up and coming. So let's welcome Miss Sherrika Hunt. Hi, how are you? I am great. So I love the fact that you are a God-fearing woman who love giving back to God's people, as well as you are the owner of a Diamond in the Rough management company. And not only that, but you are an author.
Yes.
You are an author. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about how you began your company, Diamond in the Rough.
Well, I started with myself, with helping myself market my book.
Uh-huh.
So I was my first client.
Okay.
So, once I realized how to help others start their business and grow their business and get exposure and put their stuff out, you can do it yourself.
Yes.
So that was my thing. I'm like, okay, well, let me just try it on myself. And it worked, of course. And I know so many people and use so many different connections. And God just allowed me to just be in the right place at the right time with the right people. And so, it has grown my business. So now I help others grow their business.
Right. That is awesome. So you love giving back to God's people?
All the time.
That is part of the process of giving back. So let's talk about how do you give back to God's people? Because I know you have the Mime Ministry that you are a part of. So let's talk about that. How did that get started? And what else do you do in order to give back?
My son mimed at Preview. It's PV Mime. He graduated from college and still wanted to continue to mime. So what we did was start our own mime ministry. So we didn't want to just be, boxed in to one church. So we wanted to travel. And I said, so we'll travel. We go all over the world. I mean, everywhere. And they minister. So,
Wow, that's awesome. And minister to a lot of people, because I remember us speaking about an event that you had.
We did at the George R. Brown, where we teach mime.
Wow.
Praise, dance, and flag for 2 days. And over 300 kids came to George R. Brown, and it was amazing. And then they do this big concert where they actually get to minister the other kids that register. So it's like,
Wow, that is amazing, especially to be at the George R. Brown with that many people.
That was
learning
really
and being trained, and it being a ministry as well. So that is awesome. So I know that you have hit a time in your life that has been difficult, and from the realities of life, you decided to write a book. So let's talk about the name of the book and what inspired you. You know, what did you go through in order for you to say, you know what, I need to write this book?
I lost my my parents and my brother, close knit together 2 years ago. And so I decided to write this book to help others get through it. Even though I'm going through it now, I figure we can all go through it together. So that was my healing process. And I was like, well, if I can do this for myself, again, somebody else needs to benefit from this too, not just,
And I can only imagine that it was difficult.
It was very difficult.
Difficult to write chapter to chapter.
You're right. And to speak about it and talk about it and interview about it. It is.
But it's a healing process as well.
Right.
And so you have to understand that in those moments of going through those things that there's a purpose. There was a purpose for you going through it and being strong enough to be able to say, you know what, I'm going to minister through my book, helping others. So let's talk about some of the things that was most difficult about writing the book.
The difficult part was talking about my dad, because we were really close. So that was the first chapter, and that was really difficult to talk about and to write about, because I'm very transparent and very detailed, because you have to be honest if you want to help people. You know, I don't want to lie and give you false hope. I want to really tell you what I went through, because people are really, really going through this. And, you know, I don't want to take the chance on me, you know, the thought of me not being honest is affecting them, you know. So I want them to know what I went through, suicide thoughts, you know, depression. So those things you can come out of. So that's the difficult part, was talking about that.
So let's talk about after writing the book. What has happened? How has your life changed? I know you have had
Everything.
plenty of people that have come up to you and said that they have been blessed by the book.
Reviews are amazing. I mean, it's way beyond what I thought.
Right.
And so I just wrote this. I just put it out in December, and it has been like amazing. Like it's been out forever. It's on Amazon, Nook, Kindle, Barnes and Nobles. You know, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
And you know, people they're reading it and they're passing it along.
Yeah.
They're sharing it. I mean, they're calling me. They're inboxing me. It's just been. Yeah, I actually got a book deal.
Okay.
So I'm going to Atlanta in October.
Wow.
Yeah, and so I'm traveling with a grief group.
Okay.
And so in New Orleans and Austin. So it's just taking off.
You didn't even realize what you was doing when you were
no.
But it's just funny how even though when you don't realize, you're in your heart, you knew your reasoning on why you wanted to do it. And then by following, of course, God's word and him giving you the strength to be able to write it and see where he's taking you from that moment.
Now I know the purpose.
Yes.
The purpose and the pain. And you know, when you're going through the pain, you don't really know it, don't feel good, you don't understand it, and like, why is this happening to me? Why is it happening like this? But now when I look back, I'm like, wow. You know, when they say God has a plan,
right. So let's talk about, I would love to know with your siblings, because you have siblings.
I do.
And when you were going through the process of writing this book, did they help you write any chapters, or did you do it solely on your own?
I did solely on my own. My sister is very supportive. If you see me, you see her everywhere. She tried to make all the events. She's very, very supportive. She's my assistant. She's my everything, actually. But she understands that this is my side of the story that I needed to share, because her side is different.
Right.
You know, her experience with the deaths are different. So this experience is mine, even though it's ours together. But this is more personal for me, how I was feeling and what I went through. I'm the baby of the family of 5 and spoiled and all that good stuff. I always tell everybody I'm the favorite. So I tell them, now y'all know I'm the favorite.
Right,
it's true.
Right.
So,
that, I mean, and both of your parents are deceased. And how recent has it been?
It just, my mother's 2-year anniversary was last week.
Okay. Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah,
okay.
Last week. My dad's birthday was September the 10th. My mother's death day was the 12th of September.
Wow.
And my brother passed 4 months after that.
Wow. So is your brother in the book as well?
He is.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, he's in the book.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that is a life reality.
It was.
A life reality.
It was life changing. And because now this is a new life that I had to, you have to start. The old life, you know, the calling of them, the meeting my brother in Bar Louie and watching the game. He was a Cowboys fan. So when, you know, when those times come, I think about all those times. But the key is to hold on to the good memories.
Yes.
You know, don't dwell on so much that, you know, at some point you have to get out that front row.
Right.
Yeah.
So if there was one thing that you can say that you would want others, when they read your book, you would want them to feel or to get out of all of the chapters that you wrote, what would that be? For somebody who is tuned in watching Houston Public Access TV and they want to know, or they're in your space, they're in the space that you're in now, what would you tell them in order to inspire them, to uplift them in this dark place?
What I did and what I want people to get from this is that when I say you can smile again, it's not every day. It's okay to cry.
Yes.
It's not that I'm saying, you know, oh, I'm better, I'm good. No, what I'm saying is every day is a process.
Yes.
But you have to make that choice.
Yes.
It really is a choice to get up and say, okay, thank you, God, for this day. What am I going to do different? What am I going to do better? You know, who am I going to help today? Like, my whole thought process is so different now. Like, it's because it's priceless. Like, moments are priceless to me. I take plenty of pictures. I make memories. I try to help as much people, you know, as many people as I can. And because I feel like now that's what it's about. It's not about you. Yeah.
It's funny that you say that, because even in it's funny. It's not funny. It's real. Because in the death of my brother in 2007, I immediately went into service work, and the service work was therapeutic for me. Still to today, it's therapeutic for me, because I know my reasoning of the service work. And you look at it as, if I stop this service work, then I'm gonna go back into that dark place, or I'm going to be faced with the realities.
Right.
So I totally understand where you're coming from.
And when it first happened, I stayed busy, and people was like, "You ain't tired? Oh my God, you're doing too much. Sit down. You're not grieving. You're not doing this, and you're not doing that." And they were partially right, because sometimes you do have to take the time to cry, or take that moment to just breathe. You know, I would go so much to when I got home, because I couldn't sleep at night, that I would just be so deliriously sleepy and tired, I would just pass out, because I didn't want to go home alone. You know,
it's so so familiar when you don't want to either go home alone, or you don't want to be alone anywhere, because that idle time makes your thought process. That idle time makes your thought process, and you have to think and you have to remember, and those are the thoughts that you don't want to think about.
Right.
So now we've written the book.
Yes.
Now we have changed lives. With writing the book. And also you have won some awards, so let's talk about some of the awards that you recently received.
I just received the Woman Up Award,
which
I feel I did.
I
feel I did feel that I womaned up this year, because you have to build this strength, and you find this strength, which I get my strength from God. And because I can't do this, just if it was me, it'll be a totally different thing, but God gives you strength and friends and family members, and so I did. I womaned up and said, I put my big girl pants on, and
That is awesome. Well, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
And we have so much more to talk to Miss Sherrika about. When we come back from the break, we're going to talk about what you have up and coming, because she is moving around the city. Not only is she receiving awards, but she has also been seen at events that I've seen recently, and she has an upcoming event that's coming up in the month of November that we're going to talk about. So y'all make sure that you stay right there. We'll be right back to know more about Miss Sherrika. Okay, Houston, it is Meet Houston's favorite restaurant of the week, and I had the opportunity to try this amazing Houdat pasta from Chef Hamilton, who is the co-owner of Equally Yoked. So if you haven't experienced some of Equally Yoked's fabulous food, you make sure that you reach out to them on all of our social media sites. This was a spicy pasta with some amazing sauce, with sausage, shrimp, a little bit of lobster, and a whole lot of love. So make sure that you reach out to Kenneth Hamilton, who is the owner, co-founder of Equally Yoked, on all of your social media sites. We are back in the break with Miss Sherrika Hunt, the phenomenal Miss Sherrika Hunt, right here in the city of Houston on Meet Houston, another amazing episode of Meet Houston. And before the break, we talked about all the phenomenal things that Sherrika is doing, has done with writing her book, as well as her Mind Ministry. But Sherrika has so much other things that she is involved in, and she has an upcoming event that I'm excited to be able to attend. And we're going to talk all about that. So let's talk about what else you have prior to the event on November the 30th.
Prior to the event, oh my God, I have a lot. So actually tomorrow I'm speaking. I'm on a panel for domestic violence and mental health.
Okay.
So I'm actually speaking about dementia and those things, mental health that I went through in my family. So I'm on a panel with some amazing women. So I'm just being honored, because I'm just like, it's just little me. And so it's just an honor to be able to have that platform to actually share my story and actually change lives. That's like amazing.
Yes, it
That's
is.
the big
It means it's all worth it when you realize the purpose of changing lives. When those people come up to you after you speak, and after God gives you the voice of what He wants you to say to deliver people, and to be able to witness that, it's an amazing experience. I'm super excited for you with all the things that I have seen thus far. We just recently met, but you have been doing some phenomenal things. So what else other than tomorrow?
I'm a part of National Home Based Association. I'm a part of that with Duval Mitchell, and so we're doing a domestic violence concert in October the 26th. Which we're having Genuine and Al B. Sure.
Okay.
So I'm old school.
Right, that's right up our alley.
That's right up my alley. So and he's trying to bring these women, and give them a day, a night out. So
that's awesome. That's awesome. To be able
make
to
them
witness,
feel special, and let them know that they're loved, and to have that moment like this is my day.
That's awesome.
So
especially right here.
I'm glad to be a part of that in October.
In November, you have a big event on
Yes.
November the 30th.
Yes.
So let's talk about that. How did that even come to play?
Well, I've been a part of the Alzheimer's Association for 4 years.
Okay.
My mother, went through the disease before she passed away, and so me and my sister joined the walk, and I'm always a part of that. And it actually was a part of my book signing.
Okay.
I had them there.
Okay.
I had, as a vendor. So I decided my mother's birthday is November 30th.
Okay.
And so to honor her, and that's what I do. When it's those holidays and those moments, I turn that negative into a positive.
Yeah.
So we always celebrate. We were big on always getting together. So I was like, well, let me do something in her honor. And so the walk is on November the 2nd.
Okay.
So I decided to have this concert. My parents are from Louisiana.
Okay.
So we're doing a Zydeco concert, for trail riders and bike riders, line dancers. We have Cupid, Lil Nate, Noonie.
Oh, y'all getting down.
Jack Frost, Earl Canuck Turner. I mean, it's just going to be amazing.
Right.
Yeah.
That is going to be awesome. And where's it going to be?
It's going to be at Herrera's Nightclub in Channelview.
Okay.
And you can locate that on my Instagram. It's Ride for Alzheimer's with the 4, right? 4 Alzheimer's. And then, it's just going to be, I'm having KTSU's going to be there. You're going to be there.
Yes, absolutely.
Right? I have David Austin. He's going to start it off. Doing the question of the day. So he'll do like a mix and mingle from 6 to 7.
Okay.
And Erica Nocturna is hosting it. It's just going to be amazing. I
It's
have
gonna be
food
amazing.
trucks outside.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, vendors.
It's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
So y'all prepare for November the 30th. Now, how can they purchase tickets? What is the price of tickets?
It's $15 right now.
Oh, wow.
All of that for $15.
Yeah, that's nice.
Right. And so this is going to go to a good cause. It's not just going to me.
Right.
This is going to bless somebody. This is going to benefit somebody that's going through this disease. And if you know someone and has been affected by this disease, you know what I'm talking about. So you need to come out and support.
It's for a good cause. You know,
Yes.
we spend money on all types of things.
Yeah.
And $15 is not expensive
$15
for fun and a purpose.
Right.
An event with a purpose. And that makes a huge difference when it's a purpose behind it.
And it's so close to me because it's my mother's birthday.
Yes.
It's something that I watched her go through, which was very difficult to go through.
It is.
And very hard on the family. And just to watch her go through that, I want to celebrate her life and her memory.
Right.
And with this celebration of love and party and dance, it's just life.
Yeah.
I always say live, laugh, love. Yeah. And that's so true.
Yeah,
So,
it is. And if it hasn't, as I always say, if you haven't experienced it,
Right.
if you don't know or any family member or even a
Right.
friend has experiences, you just never know when this experience will knock on your door. So you have to sow into these type of events
and it was
and
in
learn
it was
and
in
be
my
awareness.
family. Yeah. My aunt had it. My grandmother passed away from it. So my mother, so of course I need to, we want to be tested and we want to be aware and keep our minds and, find out more about this, to get more information. And they're going to be there. They're going to have a vendor table and they're supporting me. Yeah. And it's just, it's amazing. So I'm trying to get the mayor there and Sheila Jackson Lee, whoever. I just want this to be so amazing. Yeah. And this is really big for me.
And it's something that I haven't heard often. Right. I don't hear a lot of that awareness. Right. And I always say, we have a lot of awareness in October for breast cancer, but there are so many other diseases that need to have awareness for. Right. So here's an amazing event on November the 30th. As you heard Miss Sherrika say, the tickets are $15.
$15.
And you can go
20 at the door, but if you get them now, they're on Eventbrite right now.
Okay.
And so they're $15. If you want VIP, you want to feel special, you want to meet and greet the artists, we have that available. Okay. But, it's just going to be amazing just to be in the building. Right. Yeah.
Well, we thank you so much for being a part of Meet Houston, another episode. To all of those who are just now tuning in to another episode of Meet Houston, this is what we do each and every Wednesday night. If you are a business owner, if you are an entrepreneur, even if you're in the corporate world, if you want to get out and start a business, if you are in the entertainment industry or you have a nonprofit organization, you can reach out to myself. I am Mika Diamond on Facebook as well as Instagram. I would love to help you bring exposure to your business, your event, or your organization. But before we get out of here, I want Miss Sherrika to give all of her social media site information so that they can get in contact with you for tickets or any other movements that you have going on. We do not want to miss this opportunity.
Okay. My website is www.sherrikahunt.com. Very easy. My Instagram is Sherrika. Actually, Sherrika Hunt. I have 2 pages. I have a Diamond in a Rough page. That's just a Diamond in a Rough. And then I have Sherrika Hunt on Facebook. I have 2 Facebook pages.
That's when you know you're popular.
I mean, they both like 5,000 friends.
Yeah.
It's just
that's a good problem to have.
Yeah, it's been such a blessing. It's just been amazing.
Yes.
You just don't know. This journey is so amazing, and I know my parents are smiling down, and I know they're excited. So. You know, for me, and I thank you for
you're welcome.
giving me this moment.
Yes, absolutely. No other way. That's what we do right here on Me Houston.
It's
so
big.
it is. It's huge. It's huge. So thank you so much. Tune in on 8:00 p.m. on www.houstonpublicaccesstv.com on Wednesday night to see another episode of Me Houston.